Can you address, please? Are you in Faze anymore? No, guys. I am not in Faze. I was kicked yesterday. Listen, man, I know you guys are in my corner, bro. You guys were going to bat for me on Twitter. There was a lot of people going fucking crazy on Twitter, to be honest, man. Question, were you prepared to be kicked? Bro, I had no clue what the fuck was going on, guys. I found out when you guys did. The way I found out that I got kicked was through the little screenshot. So yesterday, Faze tweeted out this video showing like who's staying in, and it kind of did like a little glitch thing. We were talking in like our little content chat. I seen it did like a little glitch thing, so I paused it. I paused the video, and I seen in here that we got cut. So this is how I found out through the Twitter video where it just paused. So you can see all the Faze members that are cut in here. Replays is in here. I don't think he was meant to be in here. He's still in Faze. But this is how I found out. Only Faze member that still did real trick shots really think they made a mistake. I mean, listen, guys, like I talked about before, I said it in the past couple months leading up that, you know, whatever decision that, like when Banks got the password back, I said to you guys in chat multiple times when you'd ask, whatever decision Banks makes, I fully support because I know that he's been here from the start. And listen, man, I've been a trick shotter since 2010. Like I was in the glory days of trick shotting. I was a fan of Banks when he was in SOAR, when he led SOAR. I know that guy has good intentions for the organization, and whatever decision that he made for the organization, I fully support. Like I said, regardless if that means I'm dropped or not. There was a lot of people that got phone calls. I didn't receive any message. I don't know if I really deserve to receive a message. I don't know. I don't know a lot of the owners personally. I don't know Banks personally. Your Faze is all about. I was so surprised when you got dropped. You got this, brother. I mean, I'm just, you know, with the direction they want to take things, I don't fit the criteria. At least that's from my understanding, you know. What's Nick's feelings? I don't know. I mean, obviously he's here to support me for whatever. Nick found out yesterday too, guys. Nick called me yesterday and he said he found out yesterday as well. You know, obviously if he knew before, I'd probably know before too. So he found out at the same time I did. It just sucks to see you of all people getting kicked because in Warzone 2, you were the only one making that game look fun for them to inform you from a tweet. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, would I prefer to actually get like a personal phone call or like some type of email? Yeah, probably. But like I understand it is what it is, man. Like I said, I didn't have a personal connection with a lot of people on Faze. You know, I was one of the Faze 5 winners. It's not like I joined through like knowing other people. You know, obviously I know Nick and Nick's, you know, that's my brother. But you know, I won a recruitment challenge. You know, during the times where it was very corporate. I just found it interesting that Banks said the Faze 5 winners came from a dark time and they need a clean slate, but they keep scope. No hate to him, it just seems a bit odd. I want to say this right now. Scope represents what Faze has been through and through from the very beginning, and I'm very happy that he's still in Faze because he's one of, if not the best, pub snipers in the game for sure. You know, that plays multiplayer, literally one of the best. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy that he got to stay. I did see that Banks did mention that though. You know, like people that were recruited during the dark days of Faze, you know, the corporate days of Faze, they weren't in. You know, which is like obviously me and like a lot of other people. Scope was a part of that, but I want to state, like I said again, I think Scope definitely deserves to be in Faze if there was anyone from that time. Severance package? No, I mean, no. Guys, listen, it's not any secret. It's not like unless you're a top guy, like you're not getting paid from Faze. And like I wasn't in Faze to make money, you know. Like it's not like I ever expected a dime from Faze, man. I got a lot of opportunities from Faze that I wouldn't have had without them, and I got a lot of eyes on me that I wouldn't have had without them. You know, I was never looking to be in Faze for a check. I was a fan of Faze since, like I said, 2010 when I was a fucking 10-year-old kid trick shotting on NW2. So I never took any offense or I never cared that I wasn't paid from Faze. And I know there was a lot of like skepticism about like how that's supposed to work. You know, like people should be getting paid to be in orgs, this and that. But like, you know, I got a lot of good things from Faze, man. You know, like the fact that I didn't have a salary from them doesn't matter. You know, it's not like an important thing. It was never important to me that I got paid directly from Faze. It's not what it was about for me, and it's not what it's ever going to be with something like that. Like I said, you know? Yeah, I mean, like, you know, people are going to have their own thing. I know Kaylee said something about, like, you know, people were roasting her because she talked about not getting paid. But, like I said, like, it was never about that for me, man. You know, like, just being able to represent Faze and being able to represent the brand that, like, I grew up wanting to be in was enough for me and should be enough for anyone that was in my position, to be honest. Gumbo, thank you for the 7 months. So humble. I mean, it's not even about being humble. It's just about like guys, listen, man, this is my 10th year, like in the fucking scene as far as like playing video games as like a profession or like as a job. Like, you know, I understand how it works. I think Kaylee was more about the fact why cut people you don't pay. It's just more visibility. Well, they have a direction that they want to take the organization, man. They have a different direction they want to take things. I don't know what that direction is. It's not really for me to know. You know, it's up to Banks and all the OGs to decide what the fuck they want to do. It's their org, man. You know, not even the org. It's their fucking, it's them. It's literally them, you know, so they can make any decision they want. And I'm not going to have really any problems with it because, you know, it is what it is. Is the roster too big or are they just looking for new young bucks? I don't know. I don't really fucking know, guys, to be honest. Like, they want to go a different direction into things as far as I understand things. you know, they want to take things in more of like a like old school type like content. And that doesn't mean like old school COD type content. That just means like, you know, when Faze was at his peak and when they were doing the things they said they wanted to do, you know, like it was, you know, with the Cloud House and all that shit, they were making vlogs together. They were all flowing, you know, just a whole bunch of homies like hanging out with each other and supporting each other. And if they don't want me a part of that, they don't want me a part of that. You know, it's not for me to like judge them off of the decisions they make for their own company. You know, Faze means nothing. Faze went downhill years ago. Guys, we're not going to get in here and trash talk Faze, man. You guys got to understand, bro. I'm not really going to stand for any of that because I've been a fan of Faze for 14 fucking years. You know, like I was a 10-year-old, 11-year-old trick shot in MW2 trying to get in Faze, as everyone was that played that game back in the day. So we're not going to sit here and trash Faze, guys. They've been nothing but good to me. It's not, there's no bad blood. You know, it is what it is. You think you go to Optic? Bro, I got so many tweets yesterday, man. So many tweets like, yo, join this, join that. Guys, I'm not really looking to join any org right now. You know, I'm just looking to take myself and my brand to like a different level and just, you know, just do me. Like, it's kind of just the same shit I've been doing, man. It's not, like, nothing really changes for me, to be honest, guys. Please still run with Nicky Mercs, though. Guys, nothing's changing with as far as, like, anything I'm doing on stream. Nothing changes, guys. Nothing changes. I was still an odd amount of time seeing you and Nicky make it a Faze and playing together representing the same clan. Yeah, it's been crazy, bro. So who's still in Faze? If you want to see who's still in Faze, just go to Banks' Twitter, and he tweeted out the entire roster. What do you think about the vision of Banks? I've said this before. I said this even before I was dropped. I support any decision Banks makes with Faze, guys. You know, it's not like he's really looking for any like approval from anyone. So it's like, I'm just saying in general that like I support any decision Banks makes. I said it before, regardless if that means I'm kicked or not. I support any decision he makes. I know that he has big things planned for Faze. And if there's anyone that should be at the head of that, it should be him. Just glad to see you have the right mindset. You had the honor of getting picked the way you did. Grind goes on. Yeah, I mean, guys, listen, man. Like I said, nothing really changes for me. The show still goes on. And you know, I mean, I'm doing my thing. With the trajectory you've been on over the last year, so I feel like this could be a good thing for you, not gonna lie. I mean, maybe, you know, you never know. I was proud to represent Faze for as long as I did. And I'll always have love for everyone and the opportunities that they gave me. You know, I'm always going to be a fan of Faze. There's no bad blood. You're handling this like a champ W mentality. There's just really no other way to take it, guys. Like I said, you know, I've been in the scene for a long time, so I know how things work. I'm not like naive to the way things go. Banks responded to Kaylee kind of why like everyone got dropped. Here, guys, let me bring this up right now. So this was Banks' response to Kaylee. He said, today sucked. I promise the only reason you were let go is because of a genuine relationship couldn't really ever have been formed. And I guess like he's talking about in the grand scheme of things for everyone, not just necessarily in response to her. He said, because of the nature in which you were recruited unfortunately during the darkest era of Faze, and we just have to wipe our slate clean at all costs. It's paramount to get this brand/vibes of the team / company back to where I know they can be. Friends fucking around, playing video games, cracking humor. You fell into this corporate bucket, and it's not fair. But just know it's unfair for us too. Like, this isn't fun. It hasn't been for a very long time. We're just trying to get back to that. The way you spoke about Faze and your love for it, yada, yada, yada. And that's just him talking about her in general. But this kind of is for like everyone that got dropped. You know, this was kind of just like basically for everyone, like a response to everyone. That's kind of how I took it. You know, Banks couldn't really see a genuine relationship being formed with me, you know, because I was recruited during the darkest days of Faze, you know, being all the corporate bullshit. Now, a lot of you guys say that's very contradicting, you know, because of the, let me go back to this one. A lot of you guys, you know, are talking about how that's really contradicting because of, you know, like Scope's still in. I'm going to state again, I'm very happy that Scope is still in Faze and he represents what Faze is through and through. But yeah, a lot of you guys say that's contradicting, you know, because he was obviously, you know, Faze, Scope and I got recruited, you know, in the same week. So it's like, you know, it is what it is. Recruited during the dark days, and now when everything is fine, they drop people kind of lame. You guys got to understand, like, where they're coming from, guys. You need to understand that, like, what Faze was before all the corporate bullshit and all this and that. Banks is not a good person. Enough said. It is what it is. Listen, brother, I'm going to permanently ban you from my chat. I'm going to. Not the mods, me. Guys, don't be talking shit on any of these guys, okay? Absolutely not. I love Banks. I love Apex. I love Temper, you know. Did I know them personally? Like, really? No, not really. I've talked to Temper a couple times in person. I've talked to Apex, you know, multiple times. I've never spoken to Banks, but I have tons of love and respect for him and the decisions that he makes. I think are, you know, what he really believes, you know, is best for, you know, the team. You know, and I can't disagree with that, man. Like I said, you guys have always asked me in the past couple months, you know, what do you think of like Banks doing this? What do you think of Banks doing that? I support any decision that Banks makes. I said it multiple times, obviously, like I said, leading up to this, that if that, results in me being dropped from Faze, then it results in me being dropped from Faze. No matter what, I support any decision that he makes. I know that he has Faze's best interest like at heart, guys. Like, you gotta understand like how much this guy has done for just the community in whole, not just Faze, man. He's done so much for the community just in general, and I know a lot of people have a lot of different opinions on him because of the crypto shit. I think he has a vision, man, and I think he's gonna take it to the fucking moon, literally, And I hope they do, man. I wish Faze all the fucking success in the world. That's it was my fucking dream team. I was an honor to represent them for 3.5, 4 years. I just want to hop on and chat it up with you guys. Hopefully I explained everything thoroughly, and hopefully you guys were able to understand why they made the decisions they made. No bad blood, no anything like that, guys. And I appreciate you guys going to bat for me. Hopefully, like I said, I was able to explain everything very thoroughly. Like I said, again, there's no bad blood. There's not going to be any bad blood. It is what it is. Nothing really stops for me, guys. Like, everything's still the same. Everything's still going to be going the same. Yeah, guys, I mean, the show moves on. Nothing really changes for me, but like having Faze in my name or not having Faze in my name. Other than that, guys, you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys live here tomorrow for some games. And I'm out.